video, we're back with the ECCE exam, but this time we're going to be looking at the big bad part of the exam, GVR, which stands for, of course, grammar, vocabulary and reading, in that order. So let's have a look at the facts, exactly what you need to know. You have 90 minutes to do this paper, so that's quite a reasonable amount of time, 1 hour and a half if you think about it. There are 35 multiple choice grammar questions. That's right, multiple choice again. A, B, C, D, you just got to pick the right answer. As well as that, there's 35 multiple choice vocabulary questions as well. A, B, C, D, yummy, yummy. And of course, there are 30 reading questions. So what I'm going to do now is go through each part of the test and give you an example of what it looks like and the kind of questions that you're going to encounter. So let's start obviously with the grammar, shall we? So as I've said, you're going to get 35 questions. Each question is worth 1 mark and they're going to look like this. So only 10 something the job candidates will be given a job interview, and you've got to pick only 10 out of the 100, only 10 instead of, only 10 from the 100 and only 10 apart from. So what's the correct answer? I'm not going to tell you. If you know the correct answer, post a comment, but this is what you've got to do. And also the other thing you should be aware of is the type of grammar that you're going to encounter. These are just some of the things that they test regularly. Modals, you know, like could, would, should, can, ought to, things like this. Conditionals, phrasal verbs, word order. They love this. They'll give you 4 like different sentences with all the words mixed up, and you've got to choose which one's in the correct syntax. Tenses. Yeah, passive, whatever, present continuous, past perfect, all these types of things you need to be familiar with, and prepositions like of, in, out, and these are just some of the things that you need to know. Vocabulary, hoo-hoo. Alright, so again, just like the grammar, you get 35 questions, multiple choice, and, oh yes, 1 mark each once again. And the questions look pretty much similar, okay? Something hard I try, I can't understand algebra. That's no lie. I can't understand algebra at all. A, although hard I try, though hard I try, however hard I try, and despite hard I try. And you've got to pick. And again, post a comment if you want to, if you're sure you know the answer. But one of these works. And these are the kind of questions that you're going to get. Now, the reading is where it gets a little bit funky and they mix it up a bit, okay? So, there are a total of 4 different readings, yeah? So, there are 2 types of reading. The first 2 are short passages, which are around 300 words long. So, if you have a little look at the picture here, you can see on one side there's a text, which is about 300 words long, and then you have some questions, 5 questions on the text. And the tricky thing here is the answers aren't necessarily in order. Usually they are, but not always. So as I've said, each text is going to have 5 multiple choice questions. So you have 2 of these, okay? So your last 2 look different. So first of all, let me tell you about the text, and then I'll show you what they look like, and it'll make it a lot more clear to you. So the second 2, what you're going to have is 4 or 5 emails, articles, or something like this. Each set of 4 questions will have 10 multiple choice questions, A, B, C, D, and questions will refer to a specific article. And this is really nice. So it'll actually say these 2 questions are from A, these 2 are from B, this one is from C. So they tell you where to look for the answers, which is really, really cool. So let's have a look so you can understand what I mean. So you'll get something that looks like this. So you've got the A, B, C, D. These are going to be for emails, for advertisements, something like that. Okay, and then on the other page you're going to have your questions. So I've used colors here to demonstrate what they'll do. So for the yellow one here, they'll say the answer is from text A. From the blue, they'll say text B. From the green, text C. For the white ones, text D. And for the orange ones, all of the texts together. So they're a little more challenging. And remember, you have 2 of these readings. So that is what the ECCE grammar, vocabulary and reading section looks like. If you have any questions or anything like that, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us and we'll do our very, very best to help you. Thank you very much for watching. Hope it's been useful.